us in tribute to Leslie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Having regard to the time at which I'm making this tribute, I will try to be as economical as possible without taking away the honor that is to be bestowed and acknowledged for one who has served in this House. Leslie Campbell entered public life at a relatively young age and distinguished himself. His legal training and his ability to navigate difficult political terrain, but more so, his general character, non-confrontational, someone who was very urbane, and someone who was very respectful, and indeed, you could say, a very humble man. Endeared himself to all who knew him. He worked in the political field as a member of parliament, a junior minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. And then later, he would serve as a senator and as a minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation at the time. But I believe that he would be most remembered for his service to the people of Northeast St. Catherine, where he had family roots and where he dedicated most of his time. Those who worked closely with Leslie knew him to be a man who valued loyalty and relationships. He believed strongly in the people of Jamaica. He believed strongly in the people of Northeast St. Catherine. And he also believed in the mission and work of the Jamaica Labour Party. But Leslie was not someone who sought constant public acclamation. As they would say in today's parlance, he did it for the loves and not for the light. Much of his contribution occurred behind the scenes, advising, coordinating, mentoring, and helping to build the machinery of political organization that sustain our democratic life. Politics can often be unforgiving. Those who serve publicly inevitably face moments of triumph and moments of difficulty. Leslie experienced both. But even through challenges, he remained engaged, resilient, and committed to the political movement to which he devoted much of his life. In reflecting on his passing, we should remember the totality of the man and the span of his contribution. Public service is not an abstract undertaking. It demands sacrifice. Sacrifice of time, of privacy, of personal comfort, and often of peace, but also great sacrifice in treasure. Those who enter political life do so knowing that their success and failures alike will be subject to public scrutiny. Yet, despite this reality, Leslie Campbell continued to serve for many years because he believed that national development requires people willing to participate directly in the difficult work of governance and political organization. To his colleagues in the Jamaica Labour Party, his passing represents the loss of a long-standing and trusted political operative. To those who served, and to mention, Mr. Speaker, a loss of a very effective Deputy Treasurer of the Jamaica Labour Party. And to those who served with him in Parliament and in government, it is the loss of a colleague who understood the demands of public administration and public life. And to his family and loved ones, it is the loss of a father, relative, friend, and companion whose absence will be deeply felt in many ways that public tributes will not adequately capture. On behalf of the government of Jamaica, I extend sincere condolences to the family of Leslie Campbell. We pray that they will find strength and comfort during this period of grief and reflection. May we all be reminded that beyond the debates of politics and the contests of public life, we are ultimately fellow servants of the Jamaican people, each contributing in our own way to the ongoing project of nation building. Mr. Speaker, we seem to be doing these tributes more often these days. It may be a reflection of the changing of the guards. And, Mr. Speaker, as we all serve, it is important that we document the work that we do for the generations to come to properly understand the effort and the sacrifice that we have made. It is good that we who are here will take the time to document and properly contextualize the work of those who have gone before. But my own reflection, Mr. Speaker, is that we all should seek to properly document our own perspectives. It becomes much easier when the tributes are being made, when you have the works of the person in front of you. But having said that, Mr. Speaker, I believe we would say we have lost Leslie too soon. And as we close these tributes, as is our traditional closing, may Leslie Campbell rest in peace and light perpetual shine. Not speaking a second time, but I sat too early and neglected to mention that Leslie, being a former minister without portfolio, a cabinet minister, the cabinet decided that his funeral should be accorded the protocols of state. So he will, Leslie Campbell's funeral will be an official funeral.
Member Morrison.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of the constituents of St. Catherine Northeastern to honor the memory of Mr. Leslie Campbell, who was my immediate predecessor and whom